service. What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm L'Oreal.
And I'm the Love King of R&B, Raheem DeVaughn.
Hey.
Wow. We over here
Coming
yelling.
in sexy with
And he
it.
came in here
Hello.
nice and smooth.
Okay.
Damn. Well, welcome to the Love King. That's a lot of pressure
That's not.
to be the Love King.
Not
Because
for
that's
me.
expectations.
I think it's expectations when it's limited to just, sex or relationships or the expectation of your mate. It's, You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, the Love King, the whole Love King thing is not limited to just, R&B or trying to be this sexy guy that, it's more the love that I have for people, the love that I have for community. I hope that I, in most cases, carry myself like a king. But a humble king in the sense of walking amongst the people and being of service to the people, from a community aspect. It's more to it than just music for me.
Every time I see Raheem, he's be mad humble too.
Right.
I come up to him, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" But he does talk like that all the time.
Damn, I feel like our minds is in the gutter because I was thinking about love and sex.
He mean that too.
No.
He said not limited to.
It's not limited to that.
I hear that, but I just the first
But
and
it's-
He
only
still have
thing.
you on your tiptoes, girl.
But that's, it's
Like
pretty,
a ballerina.
it's pretty, that's tippy toe music.
Hey. I said, what that move look like? They said, it's not a picture. I said, oh, okay. I
But
was trying to see.
Gigi took ballet.
I was just trying to see if I did that one before.
What's your sign, Gigi?
Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
I'm a Sagittarius.
okay.
And I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
I just want to know what the nature of what I'm dealing with.
And you're a Taurus.
Yeah, you're a Taurus.
I'm a Taurus. Yeah, I'm May 5th Taurus.
So what does that mean exactly about you?
We got a different kind of loyalty.
Let me look
To
that
the
up.
ones that we loyal to. We're very stubborn and bullheaded and creatives.
Do you have any children?
Say again?
Do you have any children?
I do.
He said, "Say it again." Say it again.
I'm an R&B singer. I definitely have
Territory.
Both of my dads, my biological father and my stepfather, who I was raised by both, they're May 7th and May 10th.
Okay.
And everything that you're explaining, I see my dad.
Is that the same as May 5th?
We homebodies.
It's that same part
It
of
says
Taurus.
here, being
Is
a
it?
Taurus born on May
we really
5th.
on some Netflix and chill shit.
Your personality is defined by charm and practicality. You have a special brand of wit and charisma that others greatly enjoy. Although you easily connect with people, you may prefer to only open up to a select few.
And we're givers. We're givers.
That's why I asked if you have children, because both of my fathers were very generous, not only with their time and their finances, but with their love
Yeah.
for all of their children. And both have 10 children
It's tough
apiece.
for me though because
They had
it's,
10 children apiece?
Yeah, I got 19 brothers and sisters.
yeah, it's tough for me though.
Y'all didn't know that?
Yeah.
How many?
I feel like I did.
19, yeah.
Wow, you're just as bad as me.
I've always struggled with I don't see my kids as much as I want to. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm definitely in a place of just figuring that out. You know what I mean? And they cool with it. They're cool. They're understanding. The mother's cool, understanding. But just for me, I need their energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's but the payoff, the trade-off for the gift that we have as creatives and artists is there's a lot of people that need your energy too. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yes.
So it's a very slippery slope with that. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunately parenting does not come with a handbook.
Absolutely not.
And so it's trial and error. A lot of that it contributed to the way I was raised. You know what I mean? My father was not in my household, but he was in my life, and I think part of that. So it's kind of trying to break the cycle of the level of comfortability and not being. I'm not cool with that. So as long as I know I'm not cool with that, it's that's always working towards the goal, and it's a lot to juggle because you gotta keep them. You gotta keep the bills on. You gotta keep the bills paid, lights on, and making sure that they had the life that I didn't have. But you can't buy love either.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean?
time.
So, but again, it's being just conscientious of it. And that's the mindset. So it's working towards that.
How many kids do you have?
Four.
How many mothers? And do they get along?
For the most part. Yeah.
Like fours.
It's cool. It's a level of discipline that comes with being someone's child's father or having or having a child with a woman and not being in that household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think where it really get crazy, is just like if you know, are going from bed to bed between the mothers.
That's what my
just
dad was doing.
That's what a lot of men
that's
do.
an appetite for destruction. You know
That's
what I'm
what my
saying?
dad
Like,
was doing.
you know, so it's a level
of
of
them.
discipline and understanding that happens, and like, you know, at the end of the day, kudos to them because they allow me. They make some very huge sacrifices that allow me to be the Raheem DeVaughn that the world get to enjoy, and you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. I know it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying for them. Let alone my children. So again, but co-parenting is a cool thing when it's, you know, when it's done properly.
Do any of them get back in the feeling of like y'all being together, like when maybe you are out with your child together or something like that? Does it ever get to the point where they're like, you know, we should get back together?
I don't think that. Nah, I mean, like I think you know, they have men in their life. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. You know what I mean? It's not a toxic situation. You know what I'm saying? It's forks in the road. There's been some challenges here and there. I think everybody goes through that. But again, when you centered on the child and what's best for the child, at the end of the day, it'll force you to grow up.
That's intimidating for a man that they're dating to be like, oh, you know, I have a child with
With the love king.
Right, with the love king.
Again, it depends. You know, it depends on who they're dating. It depends on, you know, how insecure or secure they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's all good, man. I'm all for like just keeping. It's crazy. I just saw. I was just in Essence, right? And you know, one of my first gigs was touring with Genuine. Singing background for him. So I popped up, G brought me out or whatever, but what I thought was very dope during his show was that, you know, I remember when he first started dating Soleil, you know what I'm saying? I'm also I also have a very close relationship with Professor Griff for Public Enemy, and he brought Griff on stage.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like Soleil was part of the set.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure it took a while to get to that point too.
Maybe not, but the point I'm trying to make is that mindset.
That's great.
In terms of like, you know, I think for us as people of black and brown color in particular, you know what I'm saying? I know that's how I see a lot of white folks that can operate like that, but we have this stigmatization that's put on us as far as like having baby fathers and baby mothers, and it just being this negative energy, and that energy can't exist, and it's bullshit.
People just have to be honest too and communicate.
No doubt.
I think that's part
you
of
gotta
what
be
it
honest
is.
in your emotions, and you know, and luggage or old feelings you may be carrying, or you know what I'm saying? Like that plays a role in it too.
I feel like that's 100%.
My son's father and I, we're like best friends. It took us a while to get there, but when I tell people that, they be like, "What?
How?
Wow."
Yeah.
Well, how did
Yeah,
you
it's
do
like
that?
it shouldn't be the surprise. Like
I
shouldn't.
agree.
You know
I'm
what I
like,
mean?
why not? We were best friends when we were together. You know, we had our issues breaking up, and now you know it's been almost 8 years, and we're good friends.
Right.
You know, you get through it. You got to.
I want to ask you this. I had a debate with the guys on the morning show
Okay.
about this, right? And my whole thing was, I always feel like for me, relationships have always worked best when both parties are very independent people, but choose to come together and be able to depend on each other, but know that like I can hold it down, but I choose to rely on you for certain things. Not that I have to, but because I know I can. And they said that when you're in a relationship, you can't be independent anymore. So I want to get your thoughts on that.
I think for male or females, it's definitely important to maintain your sense of independence. But whether you are single or in a relationship, we all need somebody. We all want something. You know what I'm saying? Someone to know that, or at least know we had the option of being able to lean on somebody.
Right.
Not just, you know, in a financial state, but emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know, bounce ideas off of, you know what I mean, that type of thing. So I think that, you know, for somebody to just be, you know, for a brother out there that might just had an ice cold heart, stone heart, I don't need anybody that is like, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And or for the independent Renaissance woman, you know, of today, you know, it's just as much, you know, we all need something. You know,
Are independent women more attractive, or do you think that
they attractive to me. They
out.
attractive to me. I think some men are intimidated by women that are in a position of power that make more money than them and what have you. You know what I mean? Like it's from what I'm hearing in the streets, like but I'm one of them men. I'm not looking for my lady to be my mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you got that mentality too floating out there where, a lot of times we always, as men or it's a lot of gold digging men out here too. That's you know what I'm saying?
Like sugar mamas.
Yeah, like
everybody want to date Wendy
They ain't
Williams.
got their thing together. They like fucked up.
She got her doctor now.
You know what I mean? And they living off of a woman, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
But I feel like that's why it is important to be independent because we're not really necessarily independent, but be able to stand on your own too. Because what happens if we're together and you're the provider and you fall off and I'm here depending on you now.
Right. Where do we stand?
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's great if you can pick up the pieces when they're able to drop it too. So I feel like you do have to have a sort of independence and do things on your own because it'll benefit the relationship for y'all together.
That's what I feel like. I feel like two wholly independent people that come together, that to me is a power couple.
Well, you know what they say, most relationships end or don't thrive because of either finance or sex.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
I feel like you can be a part of a team and still be independent. Like you could be a star player and still part of a team.
I think it's a red flag when a guy doesn't
when I was
want you-
listening to you, what you was kind of trying to let them know, like you can be independent and doesn't mean that you're not a part of this
It's
team.
not saying I don't need you, I don't want you, I'm gonna do everything myself.
Yeah.
But it's saying I can handle business
regardless.
I can help you. And I think for me, I know how if I really care about somebody that I allow them to help me. And that's how you know you really care, because it's hard for me to take help from people unless I have strong feelings for them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't want something from you because I don't want to feel like I owe somebody something unless I care about them too.
Right.
And then I also think it's a red flag when a guy wants you to give up your independence. Like if he's like, oh, I don't want you to work anymore.
Because he wants to control you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a control factor.
I don't want you to go out with
issues.
your friends, stay home and do this. Like, I think that's weird. And I'm not really going for that. And I'm not saying that if you're like, oh, stay home with me, tonight, I'm not feeling well. Of course I'm going to do that. But if you just don't want me to go out
At
for
all.
the sake of me.
Well, Raheem, have you ever told a woman?
I want to encourage independence. I'm a hustler. I'm going to go get it. I got to make moves. I got things to do. As a lot of people rely on me. So I need that energy kind of be the same. If you're not moving or you don't have your own business or, it could be an appetite for destruction, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a work hard, play hard kind of guy. Like, and that, so if you got things going on, that's actually kind of great. You know what I'm saying? To kind of occupy the time that we away from each other. Or you might find yourself kind of really overanalyzing the time that we apart.
That's true.
And you know what I'm saying? And
Creating problems in your mind.
Yeah.
The mind can be
social media.
the mind and the thoughts and idle time can be the biggest can be your biggest enemy or biggest challenge, you know what I'm saying?
Do you like when girls take charge and tell you what to do sometimes?
Oh, definitely. I need, some bossy, sassy.
What about in the
back.
bedroom?
What you mean? Like, what exactly?
Well,
I knew she was leading to something.
we do have some toys here for you.
That's like
Now, you know what?
That looks like a Bob box.
Now, I'm going to keep it real. This is from Doc Johnson. They sent us a bunch of toys.
Yeah.
But the rumor is that a lot of guys don't really like toys in the bedroom because they get intimidated when their woman likes toys, to play with toys. Do you think that that's true? And have you ever used toys in the bedroom?
If it's an enhancement to the situation or whatever, it's really about the preference of what the woman into. But like, if am I one of those guys that needs to rely on toys for like stimulation for my woman? Like, come on, man. Look at my mouth.
Look at these lips, bitch. Look at this juicy
I
mouth.
get teased about these lips, so I realized what they could do.
What they
Well,
can
now
work.
look at this toy.
Okay, so now this is called
men's
the
sexual
Optimal Men's Sexual Health and Wellness Second Skin Silicone Warming Stroker. It vibrates and it's rechargeable.
Oh my God, it strokes the dick.
I mean, look. Please.
So that's more like a masturbation type of thing than a
great.
toy
Take a
that you
look.
play with your
You
woman.
said you don't normally get gifts.
Nothing wrong-
Stroke the dick.
It's nothing wrong with masturbation. I mean,
No. I masturbate every chance I get.
With Julie, Pam, Keisha.
Hey,
And, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Make a mighty
So is
noise.
it vagina?
But
It's like a what's the thing
want
called they
you to
make in
take it.
jail?
I need you to take a look at it.
It's safe. It's safe. You
what's
don't
it
have to
called?
have.
Why don't you want to touch it,
don't
right?
have
Take it
to-
out. Come on. Take it out.
Take it out.
I'm talking about the toy, guys.
Yeah, that thing is probably amazing.
No, I mean, like, you know,
And this is for you. Do you mind if we take it out of the box?
no, go ahead, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, do your thing.
I mean,
Yeah, we want to see
can't
how.
give you a demonstration right now, but I mean, I get it. Like, you know, it's the pros and cons to just like being into yourself, and like, you know what I mean. Like,
Have you ever used a toy?
Who know you better than yourself?
Besides your hand, have you ever used a toy?
I mean, on a woman, but like
no cock ring?
You never used a cock ring?
Yeah, definitely use a cock ring.
Okay, so
Little
the
vibrator
vibrating
joint.
one?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Or was it overrated?
Great. I mean, you know what I mean. Like certain things.
That's
are,
like the only
certain things that we do for, you know, in an act of intimacy are for not always for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So the cock ring's for you.
Listen, when you talk about sex, you only have two types of people. You have
The giver and the taker.
You have givers and takers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Damn, man.
I think
The pleaser or the receiver.
I think meaning
Angela opening that box like,
Meaning you-
like it got a
I'm
red
trying.
bow on it on Christmas morning.
Well,
It's that
meaning
you opened
either-
it upside down, and
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let him finish.
Yeah, let him finish.
Well,
dick went down. I'm trying
meaning
to
that you either are into just like you want to receive the pleasure, or you want to be the one that's delivering the pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Some people get off on like, you know, providing the pleasure. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
like, you know.
You see me like,
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
Taurus trait that we like to provide the pleasure. You know
well,
what
I'm
saying?
going on
Like
a
to be the-
Gemini cusp, so I think I got a little bit Taurus.
feel
I'm
like it
definitely
depends on
a
the
receiver.
Yeah,
That's
I was
good.
gonna say that.
Stephanie's definitely the receiver. I'm definitely a giver.
It depends
I'm a
on the
pleaser.
person
I like
for
to
me.
receive.
Like, I want to make you feel good. It gives me pleasure by knowing
Now
that what
that's-
I'm doing
now that's
is
the
pleasing
ultimate-
you.
I feel like
connection
that
right there.
with
When you
oral
have-
sex.
When you have two people that are givers,
Yeah, that's an
They be fighting
amazing.
over
It's
who's,
like-
who's taking the check.
That's
Here.
I think
That's
I'm
so-
a
so
giver.
this is the
on
ultimate
oral sex.
masturbation
I'm
toy
definitely
for
so
a
it's just
giver.
like a USB chargeable.
Yeah, here you go. So here's your instructions.
How do they know your dick size?
It's probably adjustable. Like maybe
I was about to
it-
say, is it?
It
Because
doesn't
looks,
look adjustable.
It looks a little tight.
It looks
Yeah.
like it might be a little tight. For,
yeah, I don't
Well,
think
here's the
some
bag.
might come in sizes.
I'm glad that we're able to give you some gifts, and I hope you use
What else
this.
is in the bag?
Hold on, yes, this one thing.
What else you got over?
Yeah,
Here you go.
do you
There's
got
no
it?
Come on,
limit
Dr.
here.
Johnson.
I gave him the cord.
Yeah, it's a cord right
It's a
there.
little USB cord.
Oh, it's rechargeable.
Does it come with like a little, you know, cleaning spray like you guys
Does
use
it-
for your vibrators?
Does the size
know too
adjust
much.
bigger or smaller?
I done spilled it. I knew it was going to happen.
Spilled it.
Yeah, now that's
Spilled it.
spilled.
Oh, I thought he spilled
That's
some.
something else.
Somebody give me a paper towel.
Paper towel, napkins.
He jizzed on himself.
Yes,
Oh, I
he just
just
came.
had
made a mess.
I had an
I
accident.
made a mess.
I done made
What's
it.
that,
mess.
Ange?
Ooh,
A butt
okay,
plug?
now here we have some booty bling. And this is
What?
jeweled wearable silicone beads. So I assume.
But
Yeah, that's
plug.
Gigi.
Okay, so Gigi, here you go. This is pretty,
She's
actually.
grabbing it. I knew it.
Such a Gemini.
You know, I can actually use this.
She
You can
Because-
try it out
Jewel.
for size.
Because I've been saying that I'm gonna ever
more
since
tape,
Lisa Ann was here and told us what to do to be able to
Look,
have
another.
This one's for you, Steph.
No, thank you.
It's a butt plug.
I'm not using a butt plug.
ever since Lisa Ann was
That's
here.
like a beauty
Angela's the one
blender.
that
Gave us
Really?
a tip on how to take anal. I've been saying that I was going to try her tips and do anal. So this will help me. Actually, this one will
Look,
probably help
this
me.
one is going to be better, and you
Yeah.
can try that one another time.
This one will help me because she said that you got to wear a butt plug.
I thought Angela was
To
going to
ease
get
up.
into
To ease
butt
into
plug.
it.
What's this? See, that I could use.
Okay, now this is a pussy pump.
Oh, never
pussy
mind. I
pump.
changed my mind again.
What's that like?
Angela has
I've
the
never used
weirdest
a pussy
Intensify
pump.
the
toys.
I'm
swelling of
learning
the
about these
clitoris?
things the same
What
thing.
is a pussy
I don't
pump?
ever
That
want
look
to
like
pump my
a blow
pussy.
dryer.
Oh my
Pump
god!
that pussy. Pump that pussy, baby.
Is it to make it
I didn't
fatter?
have a drink. I can't see where this is going
This
already.
is scary. Look at the pussy pump.
Does it make it fatter?
What's it for?
Read the instructions, Angela.
Okay. It's automatic hands-free suction. So I guess you can just stick it on here and it just like,
Does it suck the
and it has
clit?
suction and vibration effects. So yes, I guess it sucks and vibrates on your.
But on the clitoris or on
I mean,
the
who needs
whole
that
pussy?
You're asking so many questions, Stephanie. I feel like you want it.
I
You
do
broke
want it. Let
it?
me see it.
I broke
Now,
it.
what exactly is a
Nasty.
womanizer?
My
Some
favorite
fire.
toy ever, and I broke it.
Nah, this isn't
Here's your
gonna do
toy
me
bag.
no justice,
I'm
guys.
taking the whole box with me.
I feel like it's
Using the
gonna
gifts.
like hurt it.
Yeah, I don't refuse any gifts.
Here's some more. Oh, you can feel this one.
It no longer sucks
now what
and
is that?
vibrates.
This is the actual size of it, and this is second skin silicone. It's molds to your most sensitive areas. So-
Now, I've walked in a few situations and saw that sitting on
Oh, you can wear this in your panties.
a woman's
Oh Lord,
L'Oreal.
dresser.
no. Why
I've
me?
seen
Oh,
this
because I
thing
wear
before.
panties.
And you can, she's the only one that wears panties.
the only one that
No, I have on underwear. You can feel this, so you
I
can
have
see what
on
it feels
default
like.
underwear today. It's a bodysuit. That's the only time I really.
G, maybe you could
So-
use this to replace the other one.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You don't fill it up so much.
I think my body
fine.
parts
You
are
already
like mine.
spelled
I know
this.
what's going on. This is your truth, Sarah.
This one, you might want that one. Read
So
the back.
this one can actually has flexible bunny ears that can shape perfectly to hug your clitoris.
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right, who wants this one?
I don't do
Don't
toys.
give away my. Don't. You
I'll
can
take
put all
that
that in
one.
my box. We'll find good use for it. Thank you.
All right, so let's get back to some more questions. We have some more toys to play with. Some what? Booty bling? Have you ever used a butt plug on someone?
Yes.
Okay.
Put this in the box. I like
So
this
was
one.
that
I don't need
to
them
was
both.
that like to get her ready for anal?
Come on, man. I'm like the 50 Shades of.
50 Shades of Green
R&B.
over here? Come on.
Was that to get her
You know,
ready for
song
anal, or
lyrics
was
like-
it
Say again?
to get her ready for anal, or was it just for fun while you were having sex?
I plead the fifth.
Anal.
Oh, wow.
What should I get? Paper towel, please.
I thought we said pleading the fifth was not allowed.
again.
Are you serious?
Thank you.
He squirts every time. That's pre-cum.
Oh, she squirts every time.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You letting the load go.
So have you? Let me ask you this:
2%. It's 2% piss. Like
2% piss. Is that
1%,
true?
right? I mean,
Listen, I'm glad you said it because
That's true.
I try to tell people that and they think I'm just,
all in favor of squirting, say aye.
Pee.
Aye.
Okay.
I've never squirted.
No?
What?
all
Oh,
in favor of skirting.
This is how he got to test
not
the ridges.
I.
Like,
Not
The ridges.
I.
yeah,
Not I.
they're the ridges of the. This is an area. That's
You have to
kinda
use your finger.
like, well, your tongue if it reaches up in there, but
Whoa. Okay.
Everybody's
Love
looking at his
King.
tongue
well,
now.
all right.
Yeah, stick your tongue out. Let's
All right,
see how
tongue
long
king.
it goes.
The tongue king.
I didn't say I'm speaking from personal experience, sir.
How
I
else
just
could you know?
kind of, I mean, you know,
You said you got to
hear
test the ridges
things.
if your
You
tongue
read
goes up.
stuff.
You read stuff, you hear things, you know? You watch things.
Have you ever fell in love on the first night?
Man, of course. I don't think who hasn't. You know
I
what I'm
have.
saying?
I've definitely
The question
fell in
is,
love
what are
the
you
first
falling
time.
in love with? Are you falling in love with the crazy? Are you falling in love with, is it just the flesh? You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
falling in lust?
Is it lust?
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
love at first night is really
Yeah, not
intense,
night. In
but
bed.
it's never
It doesn't
right.
last.
Oh, you
doesn't
have the
last.
intention. You have the
It's
intention
not the
of
right thing.
Like I remember once upon a time a woman telling me, like, you were supposed to be a one night stand, and here we are,
2 years later.
You know what I'm saying? You were just supposed
she
to be
was
a
gonna
birthday.
use you.
You were supposed to be a birthday gift to me,
You was
to myself.
Damn.
That-
How did that even work out? She just went to somewhere and met you, or
No, I mean, basically, it was the first time. It was supposed to be the only time.
okay?
Like when I say one night stand, not literally in the sense
Same
of
night,
like
met
just
her.
met the person
Right.
that night and what have you, but it was kind of like, hey, like my only intention was to be with you intimately one time, or
Have
fuck
this-
your
have
brains
the
out one
experience.
time and have one up on you, or I didn't anticipate, you know what I'm saying? This being turned into a relationship or situationship or whatever you want to call
So
it.
you must have been deep
Putting
in
it
love
down.
after that first time too,
Right, because you stuck around.
For you
I
to
mean-
follow up.
It was worth your time.
Yeah, it's worth. Yeah, it's really about. You hit it right on the nose. It's really about what's worth your time, what keeps your interest. You know. Mm-hmm. For me personally,
Hey guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? We do too. Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed with BlueChew.com. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know they work. You can take them anytime, day or night, and since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill. This isn't just for guys who can't perform. It's for any guy who wants a little extra function to enhance their performance. Most guys talk a good game, but if you're one and done, Blue Chew can even help you follow through for round 2. Blue Chew is prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package. No in-person doctor's visit, no waiting in the pharmacy, and no more awkwardness. Blue Chew is made in the USA, and since it prepares and ships direct, it's cheaper than a pharmacy. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code LIPSERVICE. That's only $5 for shipping. That's BLUE Chew.com, promo code LIPSERVICE. You can try it free so you don't leave your woman with blue balls. What is the best trick a woman's ever done to you that you're like, damn, I never experienced something like that before?
It was just kind of be like where they put your entire endowment
Deep throat?
Down the throat.
I mean, I'm in like balls, shaft.
Good
the whole,
Lord.
Wow.
like,
That's a hell of a
you know
cucumber
what I'm saying?
challenge.
Like, you know,
That's the cucumber.
Wow.
The apples.
Yeah, that,
What kind of challenge is that?
Dick and ball challenge.
Or you walk in and it's like, okay, there's more bodies than you expected.
Okay, so you had, what's the most
Oh,
women
like
you've
a
been with at
surprise
once?
threesome, not a planned
again?
one. Like a surprise threesome, not a planned one.
Foursome,
More like
fivesome?
foursome,
bodies.
fivesome,
bodies.
Yeah.
kind of like situation, you know.
Thought it was a threesome, ended up being a fivesome.
You think you could be with one woman for the rest of your life and just one woman only?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm learning more about myself every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if it's for the right reasons and the right woman, and you know, I've dated women who want monogamy. I've dated women who are in a swing, and I've dated women who, you know, I mean, I guess it's either one or the other, right? Mm-hmm. So it really just depends on. I'm learning how you gotta learn that sex isn't everything, though. You know what I'm saying? It plays a big factor, but it's really about what you want, what you gravitate to, how disciplined you can be. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that everything you see ain't meant for you to touch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Say that again.
Say it again
Like,
for the niggas in the back.
Yeah, it's a challenge though. You know what I'm saying? Like women, that's a challenge for me. That ain't no secret. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something I've spoken on.
Word to my 4
interviews and-
children and 4 baby.
You know what I mean? So, like, I love everything about a woman. Petite, plus size, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bring it.
you know what I
Big,
mean?
small.
Like, it's just like when you know when the creator made y'all, like, shit, man.
He showed out.
That's how I feel about
Fuck he was
men.
doing, you know
He
what I'm
showed
saying?
up and showed out.
Yeah.
Like, oh
That's how
my
you feel about
God,
men.
God, you made
Yeah.
men so perfect.
Do you feel like that's more dangerous, somebody that doesn't have a particular type?
Dangerous? Nah, I mean.
Cause you'd be like, he would never make that. Yes, he would.
It actually gives you it actually gives you potential to more variety and in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like not having a type. I don't have like a physical type. I have a type, but it ain't a physical type. It's like it's one of them without word conversation things.
Like
you
a
know?
That's
mental
chemistry.
vibe. Or,
Yeah, it's a kind of conversation piece that happens, like finishing your sentences and just kind of like, or you just know, you know what I mean? Like you just know.
Chemistry.
It's certain thing about it's you know, I talk about it all the time in songs and like pheromones and
Right.
and energy is real. Like
Yeah, that
you feel-
electricity
you know what I mean?
when you feel it
And
with
I'm a firm
somebody.
It's like
believer.
a magnet.
I'm a firm believer that women know within 30 seconds to a minute whether they need to like run for the hills with their panties. Like I'm gonna fuck this nigga at some point. I like, you know, and it might be before I should do it morally. Morally I should not fuck this motherfucker in the next 72 hours. So let me whatever. Or that like you are forever friend zone. He actually is just not happening.
We think we know, but it never turns out the way that we
Yeah,
expect.
I would love to believe that we know, but there's been a couple surprises
Where they
that
just
I
kinda
took.
surpri-
Yeah, I was
it
like,
just
how
kinda
did
like-
There's definitely been a couple slip
you know?
through the tracks.
Slip through the cracks.
Right.
How did y'all get here?
How did you get here?
Nobody supposed to be here.
Like
Yeah.
you first meet and you're like, oh, never. And
Right.
Yeah.
Next thing you know,
then
you're
you're
in
like,
love and you blowing up
He's like,
their
why
phone.
is he calling me back?
why is he calling me back?
Now, is there such a thing as whack pussy? Like it just doesn't feel good physically?
Yeah, I call white pussy court pussy. Like corpse.
Corpse.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
that-
They
Like,
said
you know what I'm
court. Like you gotta
I'm
go.
like, court?
I experienced
Come on,
that before.
cadaver.
Or like where it was kind of like on some like you got up feeling like, damn, you just wanted to be able to say that you hit. You know what I'm saying?
But like the actual physical.
And then on top of that, it wasn't good. Or it's like a waste of, you know what I'm saying?
So not good. It's like what? Dry?
It's just a waste of, just like, it's an energy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It didn't click.
It didn't click. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sex is chemistry too. Like you have to have a good chemistry to have good
You know what I mean?
sex.
Or the proper like
Listen,
conversations ain't
They
having.
don't call it the naked tango for no reason. You gotta like really be in tune with the person and you know
Right.
vibe.
It's best.
It's a dance move.
It's really
It
best.
could be somebody that I think is like has the best sex ever, and then someone else that I
Will
know
have
has sex with them, and they're like,
and it's trash.
this shit was just whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Well, but maybe it was just
that's
whatever
happened to
because
me.
they was trash though too. How about that?
facts.
That could be
That's
like, you know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah,
that's
Sometimes you got to form your own
I
opinion.
learned a long time ago not to have
Give him the pussy
sexual
then.
Yeah, give me,
expectations.
get the magnums and
What about
form your own
somebody?
opinion.
What about
You know
somebody
I'm
whose personality you hated, but their sex was good? Does that happen?
Of course. Like somebody that just is kind of getting on your nerves.
I don't think I can get to that
Or
point.
you know y'all don't you know
You
what I'm
don't
saying?
learn
like
until
you know you don't
after.
click other than in the bedroom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think everybody kind of.
I think men can do that
I
more
don't
than
think I've
women.
had that.
Although there probably was one guy I wouldn't even say I dated him when I was younger, and he was really good in bed, but he was whack.
See, that's how I felt about the guy.
What was whack about him?
He was just corny. Like he thought he was mad cool. He always had his sunglasses up here on top.
Oh no, Ian!
What?
You can't trust nobody that wear their
He was what we
sunglasses
call
up
in
here.
DC Obama. You Obama,
I
John.
was like, what are you doing?
See, I had a situation where the guy wasn't intelligent enough for me, and I didn't learn that until being around him more and more. So
When
at
you say
first-
intelligent, you mean like
he was a I
like
used to
no
call him
common
a bimbo.
sense intelligence?
I used to
Yeah.
call him bimbo.
Yep.
Like I'm
remember.
I'm gonna go
Airhead?
see my bimbo.
Like you.
No, I remember.
Like
Yeah.
he was a dumb blonde. In there.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was like a dumb blonde in his head. But he was like everything else about him I really liked. But
Yeah.
then when he got to talking, I'm just like, but at first it wasn't like
You would
that.
like him if he was mute.
Because we would talk about our own personal lives.
He's like, just shut up.
So
Let me put this in your mouth. So you
yeah,
can shut up.
exactly.
You
That's
sit
how-
on your face.
Then I couldn't take it anymore, and it just got unattractive, and I couldn't do it anymore.
Got you.
See, we have standards.
No bimbo.
All right, now, is there such a thing as being too busy for a relationship? Because you're a busy person. We all are pretty busy. Have you? Some people say though, you make time for what you care about.
Yeah, you make time for what you care about, but man, like
You gotta think about what you told.
it's nah. You make. I agree with that. I mean, you make time for what you care about. I think it is such thing as being too busy for a relationship, but sometimes we still want what we want, and sometimes I think that we want what we want, and you know, we as men sometimes we feel like we could tell a woman. A lot of times, we feel like we tell a woman, "Hey, like, yo, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for a relationship." Or we tell you, right? And it's not like y'all hear us, or that you know that but you know you got some bomb pussy, so you thinking like my shit,
I'ma change his mind.
I'm gonna change his mind. You
But
know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
guys be like, I'm not ready, but then they bring you
And
around their
then they
family.
change their mind.
They
Or
introduce
they
you to
end
their
up in a
mom.
relationship with somebody else.
or whatever the ingredients are for influence. You feel like, I hear you, nigga, but you ain't ever.
But y'all give mixed signals sometimes.
Yeah, y'all would treat
Because you'll
like
be
a
like,
girlfriend.
oh, I'm going to take you on vacation. I'm not ready for a relationship, though. Oh, come meet my mom. Like, guys do stuff like that.
Well, you know,
Meet my kids.
I'm working on a book, and one of the things that will be in the book, you know what I'm saying, don't take my shit because I come find you. But
I'm scared.
It's I've learned that you have to don't treat the person you're dating like your girlfriend. Don't treat your girlfriend like your wife.
There's levels to this shit.
You understand what I'm saying?
But how do you treat your girlfriend like your wife?
I said you don't.
You
I
don't?
said-
No, but I'm
I
saying,
said,
like, what is
do
that?
not treat the person that you're dating
Like your girlfriend. And
Like your
don't treat
girlfriend.
your girlfriend like your wife.
and don't treat a girlfriend like your wife. Every title has its title for a reason.
I feel like my boyfriend treats me like his wife.
As he should.
So here's the caveat to it
Wifey
though.
for life.
Only in the event, you know, and it works on both sides of the fence.
Some
for
people
that.
treat their wives shitty, though.
Yeah, they do.
Only in the event of you, if there's the potential, and you see that potential, you know what I'm saying? Then that's where it's a blurred line.
Some guys treat their wives like shit, though, too.
Like, so what I'm saying is it's women out here, you know, and men fucking on one another, and they know they ain't got no intention
Right.
of being with one another. If y'all know that shit,
Then keep it as
it's
a
cool.
situation.
God bless whatever.
Right.
But like all the gassing and you know what I'm saying?
unnecessary.
And capping and then
It's part of it's a game.
you know what I'm saying?
Women
Then it's
do
kinda
not treat him like the husband.
Because
Right.
what I have realized is
Treat him
that
like a prostitute.
is that accountability is real. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna hold you. You know, there's some women out here that's gonna hold you accountable to what you say. It's
That's
some men
right.
out here that's gonna hold you accountable to what you say,
And especially hold you accountable to your
and they're
actions.
gonna hold you accountable by what you say according to what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them people that in business, life, love, whatever. I don't hold you accountable to what you tell me. It's how you is what you do.
But you show me.
Yeah,
And
actions
show
that
me,
count.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever been a side piece?
Yeah.
I'm an R&B singer, girl.
I was like, come on, girl. Now you know.
Sometimes it's just easier, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in the matters of the heart, dealing with matters of the heart, and just like, you know, yeah, I've been a side piece.
Like to a married woman or just a woman in a
I plead
relationship?
the fifth.
Do you let them confide in
that face.
Look, do you let them confide in you? Like ask about
Every
like
time you plead
their
the fifth, you gotta
personal
do a shot.
problems?
Right. Oh, wait. The table.
This guy here.
Yeah. Come on, cool.
So do you like if they come to you like
What's
this
the question
happened?
again?
This happened with
Ladies
my
love cool
boyfriend.
he.
Would you let them confide in you?
Say that again?
Like as far as like they tell you about their problems in their relationship.
No, you know why? Cause I'm so trill with it. I feel like that's me hating on that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give you unless we're in a place of really, really, really like friendship. Where I know that like that's a real slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy to feel like, and it could be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like that's hate. That's lightweight hate. You know what I mean? Like that ain't, you know, that's kind of like breaking codes.
I'm gonna fuck you, but don't tell me about your relationship. I'm gonna stick my dick in you.
Has somebody ever said
don't
they were
tell me
going to
about
leave
your
their man for you?
relationship
He's like, please
You'd
don't
be like,
do that.
no, you guys are good over there.
I ain't into
happy,
like
please
real
don't.
talk. I ain't into like you know, being with fucking on somebody that belong to somebody else. Like I ain't, you know what I mean?
You've done it, but you're not into it.
I mean, yeah,
Shit
definitely. I think, or you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like it's like after the afterthought. Oh, by the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm still with my baby father. Or by the way, you know what I mean? I have a boyfriend. Or by the way, I'm
Married.
I'm married. What?
Shit.
Like,
Guys
you
do
know
it to
what I'm
us
saying?
all the time.
Like, you know, it's a lot of people in the grave and in prison for, you know what I'm saying, for pussy.
Has anybody ever tried to put a baby on you that wasn't yours?
Damn, you had to kind of like.
That's a soft spot, Ange.
Yeah, it's a soft spot. You gotta listen to the first album. Listen to the first album.
Oh, we taking it back to
Let's
2005.
Let's go back.
Yeah, listen to the first album. Listen to the lyrics of the first album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, I've been through that. Yeah, and that'll harden your heart. It'll have you like, you got to be careful with that for any brother that's been out there, because it'll have you. You might find yourself becoming like, you know, hating women and hurting people, and you know what I'm saying. And then directly, you know, not when you don't deal with that. You know what I mean? What they say, mama's baby, papa's maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so yeah, I definitely been through that.
That would have to be devastating. I would.
Yeah, to find out that you know what I'm saying, you going to you know, rubbing bellies and the hospital visits and there and watch the baby come
Coming
out
up with names.
just to find out that, you know, that's not your child.
And not only just your family.
Your family, you know what I'm
Everyone,
saying?
they done had a baby shower.
Like your mama, your dad, your daddy, like it's
A friend of mine, he's a basketball player, and that happened to him. And when he was in, you know, went to college, his high school sweetheart, they got pregnant, and when the baby came, they did the baby shower, all of that. Families knew each other always, and when the baby came, it wasn't his.
But
it
you
was
know
her
what?
best friend's.
I've learned how to always look
And
at
he's a
things from-
fucking asshole ever since. He doesn't trust women ever since.
I've learned to try to look at things from both sides, right? And unfortunately, it's some real fucked up guys out there that make babies, don't have no intentions or whatever. So for the women out there, they might like, yo, you know what I mean? This a good dude. I know he's gonna be a great dad. You know what I mean? It's very selfish.
Try to get it past them.
It's very selfish. You know what I'm saying? But
Like, I hope it's his.
I try to look at everything.
Oh no, but they were high school sweethearts. Like that was supposed to be his baby.
See, but I think that's probably what the woman's thinking. Like, I really just hope it's his because she probably fucking on both.
Yeah,
and she don't even know.
Exactly.
Of course.
Of course.
She had no idea.
Like,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know,
Not that it makes it better.
But those in those scenarios where you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Like, this ain't my kid, and they can, and you say who the daddy, and they can tell you the address. Then it's like, all right, then, you know what I mean?
What
Like,
do you do as a woman if you're
like what kind of game? Like, on what kind of game you really playing?
So how would you? How do you think she should have handled that situation? Like, told both of y'all?
I'm not sure whose it is. We'll find
Yeah,
out.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Nobody's ever gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, how
No
I
one's
can't
ever
picture
gonna do
myself
that.
being like, I'm
at
not
the end
sure.
of the day, I've learned that like, no matter how hard it is, because I've learned some valuable lessons when it comes to truth and lying and honesty. And it's just like that lie that you're trying to tell, and eventually it just could just go a whole nother way.
I might have
You know
to
what I'm
flee the
saying?
country, had a baby, see who it looked like.
Let's
And
see.
then not be back.
They can do the embryo DNA.
What if they look alike? Then you
I mean,
even
oh, he
more
got
fucked.
Raheem lips. That's it.
Well, I'm saying, what,
Raheem, he got
but
your
look,
lips.
But look, hold on. It's a caveat to that. What is she dealing with a dude? What if she got a type? And the dude look just like you.
That's what I'm saying. They could be the
You know what I'm
same.
saying? Like, women have a type too.
She gonna be
My fathers both had types, and all of their mothers of their children look alike. And me and my siblings, you can look at us and not tell who
think they
shares
probably-
the
they probably
same
think that they
mother
think
and
they type the
father
same way. Yeah.
because we all
'Cause
look
everybody
alike.
got a type,
That's
so you know
true.
what I mean?
Right.
You better hope they
That's
two
very
different
true.
races. That's the only
That's
thing that
very
you're gonna get
true.
away with. An Asian one and a black one or a Spanish one and something else. I don't know.
But it's not, you never know, too. Still, even with that, that's
You're
never
gonna
a
have
sure
some
shot
strong
either.
genes. The baby
Look
gonna
at
look
how
like
light
you.
you are.
Yeah, so my
Compared to
father
your-
is pale, was the palest thing I ever seen.
Oh.
He was red. And my mother is like a little browner than Gigi.
Because sometimes one parent could be darker and the baby come out looking like that, and then the other kid come out
And
looking
listen,
lighter.
yes.
Children can also take the traits from their grandparents and
That's
come
true.
out looking like
Nothing like
the
either one of the parents.
That baby better come out singing.
writing songs.
Yep, that's Raheem, baby. All right, so what do you think are some things that you could do to be a better mate?
Oh, by the way, I got a brand new album out.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yeah, that's
It's called The Love Reunion.
The Love Reunion.
It's like the greatest shit ever for R&B. It's gonna go down in history as some of the greatest, you know, a project that's like, it's my greatest body of work, my contribution to black music. You know what I'm saying? It's the soundtrack to like relationship,
nice.
your bedroom game,
the beach.
just the beach, all of that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's definitely with the resurgence of R&B and soul music. You know, black music is I'm gonna answer your question in a minute, but I just gotta get this out. Black music is our culture is the only culture that's discarded. Like where it's treated as if it's disposable. You know what I'm saying? So we have to remember to reclaim. We got to reclaim our art and our culture and our existence as bloggers, as black radio. Depends on that. So don't, you know what I'm saying? It's the only thing that's treated like, you know what I'm saying, it's discarded. So again, it's available on all social media, all streaming platforms,
Right.
All your mom and pop stores. I'm one of those few artists that still sell CDs.
Very
He
good.
That's right,
definitely
people.
came in with a
Like-
CD to
like,
the meeting we had.
Yes, it's the number 4 selling album this week, R&B album.
Congratulations
You know
on
what I mean?
that. I'll drink to that.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you know, we streaming
Where's your
crazy
drink?
right now.
Cheers to that.
We streaming crazy right now. Not just one song, the entire album. You know what I mean? And yeah, brothers, you want to put that on, just let that marinate. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, get you
I saw
right.
you were just in South Africa too, right?
Now, what was the question?
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
yeah.
South
We'll get
Africa.
back to that too.
So what was it?
I was saying, what are some things that you think you could do better as a mate? Like if you could improve on some things about yourself and critique yourself.
Being open to the idea of just like, damn, man, why you gotta ask me such a deep ass question right now? What are some of the things I could feel like that would make me a better mate? I don't know. I think that I'm kind of in that space where just understanding that everything takes its, time.
Are you open?
And patience. Am I open to what?
Like, are you open when you're with somebody? Are you open for love? Are you open to
yeah, definitely. Yeah, like all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what it is? It's doing a better job. Here it is. Doing a better job of juggling my career and understanding that everything kind of has its time and its place. You know what I'm saying? I'm very one-dimensional. So one of the things that I know that is still like a challenge for me that I know from like, my oldest son is 13, right? Pretty much. And I remember kind of like a time where his mom was just like, yo, you just always, like, I just be in my own kind of world. Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of my career and the things that I feel like are like important to me. And sometimes you just gotta put the phone down. Sometimes you just gotta shut the phone down. Sometimes you have to appoint certain days to
disconnect,
to disconnect and invest into your family, your children, your lady. You know what I'm saying? Your mom, your dad. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I think I still struggle with to this day because I'm so passionate about what I do, and I think that I'm truly addicted to like making music and what I do. Not so much the accolades of it and the fame or like, what I'm doing to get a piece of pussy or something like that, but so much as it's like, I don't hit no clubs unless I'm getting paid, getting the bag to do it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times I'm in a different city. Like if it's the option, she ain't going to a club or, hey, what's up, Zaddy? I'm trying to pull up. Like I'm gonna be in the studio. You know what I mean? Like, or I'm gonna be doing some community work or like I'm building a legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just really. Before the world knew my name, I worked for Chevy Chase Bank. I worked for Giant Food. I worked for Foot Action. The last job I had was at Tower Records. Like every job I ever had me in customer service or whatever. But I know what hard work is since I was like the age 13, 14 years old. So I tried to dibble and dabble in the streets. I seen quick that was not for me. You know what I mean? Like, so all I know is hard work. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm so consumed by the amount of people that I take care of and the people that depend on me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you lose sight of the fact that the people that really matter to you most, they're hurting. Right. They need you. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about like just sending some money or
it's about time.
Situation. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's about physical.
Yeah, the most surreal thing for me in the last 2 years is having to, I believe in protecting my family and loved ones, so I don't put their business completely out there, but a particular family member where I had to seek get guardianship of them and go and I had my world. I had to stop everything that was moving in my world and go and take care of them and get them back right. You know what I mean? And that right there kind of like was groundbreaking for me.
Right.
Because I was the only one that could do it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no sibling that could do it. It was, you know what I mean? No other family member, whatever. It was kind of like, I got the call like, we think you're the only one that they can make this happen.
And it forced you to stop everything
else. Regardless of what was going on. And I had a lot going on at the time. But I made it my business to, sometimes when you moving so fast, like the creator of the universe will do things to grab your attention. You know what I'm saying? Just like the people that take you for granted. Right. In your world, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like it'll grab their attention and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like you can't. So I think that for me, there's still a work in progress, and that's something that definitely I'm that I know there's a challenge that I had to work on.
Okay. That's fair enough. Now that you know it's getting warm out, finally, the last thing I want to do is stay in the house, standing over the stove, trying to cook something. There's so much fun stuff to do during the summer. I just need that option to just eat and go. That's what one of my favorite things is about Daily Harvest. Daily Harvest delivers thoughtfully sourced, chef-crafted food that's built on fruits and vegetables, and you can prepare them in less than 5 minutes. That's right, because I don't have time. Fill your box with more than 65 different options like ready-to-blend smoothies, refreshing chilled soups, and savory harvest bowls. Everything stays fresh in your freezer until you're ready to eat it. Each Daily Harvest cup takes one step to prepare with room for customization. Add your favorite milk to a smoothie. You know that'll be almond milk, and blend, or heat a harvest bowl and top it with avocado or a fried egg. All of Daily Harvest ingredients are sourced and selected for maximum nourishment and peak season flavor. The best part, Daily Harvest single-serving cups are the ultimate grab-and-go meal or snack, so you can get a dose of nourishing fruits and vegetables at any time of day. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code LIPSERVICE to get 3 cups free in your first box. That's promo code LIPSERVICE for 3 free Daily Harvest cups at dailyharvest.com. That's dailyharvest.com. Somebody told us you fall asleep right after sex.
I'm getting drunk. You said what?
Somebody said you fall asleep right after sex.
Somebody said told y'all that?
No, I'm kidding. I'm playing with you.
Oh, that's bullshit.
He was like, hold on. Somebody was like,
They definitely tapping out first. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's how you know you did a good job, right, ladies? When he fall asleep right afterwards.
Yeah, he be knocked out.
And not only when he fall asleep, you gotta fall asleep in the fetal position
Oh yeah. Fetus position.
with his leg over you.
You just say thumb in his mouth.
You gotta fall asleep sucking
like a little kid.
There's something else in his mouth. Just saying.
Damn, guys. Do you mind, like, for a girl to do things like, say y'all about to get into it and she just sit on your face?
Ooh, I wish that would happen more.
So you like for a woman to be aggressive in the bedroom?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all good. You know, it ain't too much we can't do. You know.
See, we talked about this before about initiating more and being more aggressive in the bedroom.
That was my lesson that I learned.
And you got better.
I did.
I'm an extremist though. So it's like you gotta be careful because you doing so much, you doing this shit, and then they be like, then when they like, you know what I'm saying, peeking out the bushes or like,
What?
it's
Whoa.
like I'm extreme, like you know what I mean? Like I just I learned that about my personality. I have an addictive personality, and I'm an extremist. So and I'm extremely competitive, right? So those things can be an appetite for destruction when you're talking about like sex and intimacy. Because first of all, I had to also learn too that everybody don't deserve to be able to have. To be able to have what I'm offering.
You better talk about it now.
Everybody don't deserve multiple orgasms.
And the same go for you and you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like
Preach.
So I had to
all.
learn that. You know what I'm saying? That's still something that's like, you know, work in progress and understanding it. You know what I mean? But like, you know, I think that, you know, you do as boys do, you do as men do. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, there's always multiple attractions to whatever. Again, it's about what you open to with your mate, what y'all trying to explore, what y'all trying to do. But, you know, at the end of the day, I ain't no trophy for nobody. And women are not a trophy to be necessarily like conquered and to just move on or just discarded. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I had to learn too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's any man needs to know that or at least hear that, and then you act accordingly from it. You know what I'm saying?
What's the most orgasms you ever had in a row?
The most orgasms I've ever had in a row.
Yeah, like you just kept.
I'm more into
right
what
back at
I'm more into how many she having. You know what I'm saying? Like I can, you know.
What's the most she's ever had in a row?
When it come to like
Can you bust and then go again right after?
What I'm saying is like if I'm coming, I don't come till I'm ready to come.
And I'm not ready until after you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I've
Like
seen
I
it,
want,
you got
like
to where
you know
you
what I
need
mean?
to be.
Like for me personally, the act of intimacy is about. I'm like on some pleasing, like I'm, you know what I mean? So not to say that I'm not there to enjoy myself and have a good time.
Right. That's what you enjoy is pleasing somebody. That's how you enjoy yourself
like
and have a good time.
Man, I go, you know what I'm saying? They go make an album and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
It does seem like in Love Reunion.
Now, what is the best though is when you encounter someone who got the same energy as you, and that's when it can get all kind of like, you know.
It'd be like, lay back. No, you lay back. No, you lay back.
Then it's like going to the, when it's really there, when you really taking it there, you ain't even got to say it. It just kind of just
Go with the flow.
yeah, it just happens.
natural.
You know what I'm saying? Just kind of it's organic. You know
It
what I'm
feels like
saying?
you were in a great state of mind when you did this album.
I'm in a great state of mind when I make music, and I make music daily. As much like we walked in here. It's a studio. I'm trying to figure out how I can get a couple of hours in here tonight
Oh yeah, we got you.
before I leave here. You know what I'm saying? I wanna so because I'm constantly making music in real time, and I don't physically write anything down, and like we dealing with real live emotions in that current state of how I feel. Typically, most of the time I make music is between the hours of like 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. You know, they say some of the greatest time for creatives is between, I don't know why, but they say between like
3 and 4 a.m.
3 or 4 a.m. And that's typically like when I'm in there, like
When you in your zone.
yeah, when I'm in my zone, you know what I mean? So, and I don't care like what I got to do the next day. Like if it's morning news, taking kid to school, a flight, whatever, I just got to get it in. Like it's just a part of me, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, so it makes it easy to put out albums. I got 15 years worth of music already recorded.
Damn. You don't sell your songs to people?
And listen. This is the second album I dropped. This is the 7th album, but this is the second album I dropped in the last 8 months.
Yeah, you just put one.
So like, I'm on my second decade. I'm finna be a problem out here, and for far too long, I will admit, I've been purposely dimming my light, or like not out of insecurity, but just
being humble.
yeah, and I'm still humble, but it's a time and a place for that.
Right.
And I know that I know I'm tapped into my inner goat isms, and I know I'm great at what I do, and I'm one of the greatest of my generation. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a Grammy that I need to tell me that. It ain't a BET award that I need to tell me that. My team can change management wise, agents, whatever.
He loves you guys.
He's over there like,
But just in case y'all didn't know.
Nah, shout out
take
to
your own pictures back.
But the only thing I really care about is the connection that I make with the consumer and the music lover. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing that long before it was cool to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta almost damn near do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because between social, and that's why you see so many artists crashing and burning, because it's just like a dog when they can smell fear. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, people come up on you and they can sense that you the real deal, or you not the real deal, or you fooling the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I always say like open mics and stuff like that always expose artists and musicians, because you can go to an open mic and you can take the best of the best and let an improvisational moment happen,
Right.
and you will see who's contrived, who's the real deal, who's a student of their craft, who the real musicians are,
Right.
who
can
the crowd
command
control,
the audience.
who comfortable in their skin, who, you know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
across the board, whether you're talking pop, country, hip hop, R&B, or what have you. So, you know, I'm done dimming my light, and you know, and everything has its time, it has its course. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
good. I'm glad you're not dimming your light no more.
nah, it's just, you know, it's no reason to, man. You know what I mean? Like it's time, but everything happens when it's supposed to.
Because you've been consistent for such a long time and putting out such great music. Are you selling any of these songs to other artists?
It's funny you say that. I think my biggest flaw during my career is being selfish with my brand and being selfish with my sound. I think I have a very distinct sound.
You do.
And now I'm ready to give it to the world.
Right.
Meaning any artist, you want to go in the studio, you want me to do an album on you, EP, whatever, like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm currently working on a number of things. One of the projects I'm super excited about is V Bozeman, you know what I'm saying, now.
Yeah, I love that.
So we in the studio heavy working on her project.
that's great.
And it's not just limited to a song, it's a body of work, it's a sound. You know what I mean? Sister by the name of Yazara. You may remember Granique from being on Motown, and just like it's a plethora of artists that I'm working with right now. Different things. But I've worked with, I wrote and worked with Usher in the past, Jamie Foxx, contributed to T-Pain projects.
I feel like you would be really good with Ari Lennox.
Oh, I would love, but Ari don't need me. I know.
Doesn't need it,
but it'd be crazy. It'll happen in time. Yeah. I know Ari before the world knew Ari.
Y'all from the same area?
Yeah, and she's always been, man.
I think that would be
I'm so happy for her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We love her.
Yeah, Ari
on the
is
show.
like,
She did lip service.
And it's crazy, like, to now look up or be on the charts with, like, the Ari Lennoxes of the world, Daniel Caesars, have a great first week and, see my name, right next to Chris Brown or Kurt Franklin or whoever, right? And it's like, wow, like, it speaks to staying power. It speaks to, like, when you stick to your guns, like, at some point, they catch up. You know what I'm saying? And for me, someone who I really love and respect, who is like a mentor to me, and on so many levels, is Dougie Fresh.
Okay.
We got a great relationship, and I remember one time he put me to the side. He said, "You the last one, bro," and I didn't know what he meant. I didn't understand what he meant, but now I know what he meant.
And you put on the radio and was like, "Yeah, I know what he meant."
Yeah, no. And so I know what he meant. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's the concept of the last man standing effect. I understand that that for me, creatively, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, and as long as you keep moving. You get on the track and you just keep moving. You sprint when you need to. You slow down. You distance run when you need to. You might even walk, but you never stop moving.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you never, and as long as you never stop moving, you start looking to the side. Motherfuckers run out of breath. They just stop for a minute to take that breath. If I never stop moving, you know what I mean? So yeah, so it's the last man standing effect. And I'm sitting on so much music, like. So,
15 years.
Yeah, we ain't anticipating no untimely demises or anything. I mean, we ain't claiming nothing like that, but like, it's a lot of music.
You mentioned Chris Brown just now. So what do you think about the whole situation he's going through with the words that he used? Because you don't use words like that in your songs. So.
Chris is from a different generation. I love Chris. We had the same birthday.
That's crazy.
So that's my brother.
That just passed.
You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. And at the end of the day, I love him. I remember the day that Chris walked in Jive. Like, I remember the day he signed it. He was there, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Little youngin'.
You see him to now. So at the end of the day, the trials and tribulations of life are just what they are. You know what I'm saying? And he has to run his course of life just like I have to run mine. And regardless of like the pitfalls or the highs and lows, one thing you can't take from him is that he's iconic. You know what I'm saying? And he has to take his journey just like So, I'm big homie to that. You know what I'm saying? From afar, the people that are around you can either build you up or tear you down. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who his voice of reason is. You know what I'm saying, around him, but. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep the right people around you that you trust. But you got to also be willing and be open to the idea where somebody say, "Hey, bro, like, hey, that ain't a good move."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The response.
And if ain't nobody telling you that, then you might have a lot of people around you that don't give a fuck about you.
It's hard with social media though, because people respond and there's nothing no one could do about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
that's true.
So, but I get it. I'm a Taurus. It's so many times I want to like wild out or speak my mind or really say how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Or really call people out on different things or whatever. Or you know what I mean?
That would be shocking if you did some shit like that. Fuck.
But at the end of the day, it's an old saying when people say like, "Hey man, how you feeling today?" "Man, I'm cool." If I had a complaint, well, nobody want to hear it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
So it's
imagine somebody asks you how you feeling, you really tell them.
And you really
let me tell you how my day.
I got cramps. My mother's giving me a headache.
They'd be like, "Man, goddamn, I was saying to ask you how you feel."
I'm like, okay,
and then guess what? And then guess what? They gonna go hug somebody else, text somebody else, and tell them your bad news.
Right.
Yes.
So you got to be careful of those that bring you bad news. And really, it's just about the company you keep. And if that means you got to stand alone, walk alone, a lot of times you see me, I'm what?
Alone.
Oh, one person.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did
one person.
by yourself
You know
when
what
you
I'm
saw
saying?
you in LA.
No, I
Yeah.
see you alone a bunch
You know
of
what I mean?
times.
So I'm never alone. But, you know, I got the creator with me, and it's a lot of people out here that love me, you know. But I'm not naive to it's a lot of people that, you know, success breeds envy and jealousy and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's again, man, you know, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Chris. It's just it's really about, at the end of the day, I'm sure he loved himself. It's really the real question is how many of them people around him really love him and really got his best interest and really are the voice of reason and whatever. Them more the people that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because y'all sit back and watch the show and still and watch the fireworks and then get your check, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, and I think that that's something that we as artists, you know, as artists, a lot of times, man, we torture souls because we give so much. We pour so much into other people. We pour so much into the culture.
Right.
But who's
Forget about
pouring into
yourself.
us besides our beautiful kids?
Nice.
Even your parents will like take you through the ringer for some of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, you know, it's a lot to
feel
juggle.
like it's a whole lot of fake outrage.
You know, I'm iconic in my own sense, but I can't imagine what it'd be like to be at that level. I think that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why I kind of like dim the light a little bit. You know what I mean?
Normal. I want to.
Yeah, because I want to
still would
be. I want to be
remain.
normal, but I realize at the end of the day, now where I'm at, like, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna never. I was born to do what I do. This is my gift, and let it shine as bright as it do. And if that's what come with it, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep some real ones around me that could be like, hey, bro, that song whack. Go back in the studio, get that right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it ain't a good move you about to make.
Right.
Or you need to take that down immediately. Or that's how you feeling? Cool, let's talk about it. Go get a counselor. Let's, you know what I'm saying? But don't do that.
Right.
You know?
Well, they're saying you got to go because you have somewhere else to be.
Where I got to go?
No shit.
That's what he said.
He was like, we could chill, we could talk. Now you reneging?
Do you have an event at Cipriani's?
Oh, I do? All right.
I'm fancy.
Excuse me.
Where I got to
Can
go.
I come back?
Did we get an invite? Hold on, let me
Right.
see anything else.
They gonna give me a watch?
Take your toys.
See what we got.
Is the Hugo event?
Oh, we got some silicone lubricant for you. This would be great with your
Suki.
vagina
Yeah,
that
with
we
your
gave
new
you.
vagina.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, y'all can clown. Y'all can make a meme out of me.
We not making a meme out of you.
I think I'm gonna use that toy y'all gave me. That'll give me.
We want you to.
I'll give you a review.
Give
on
us
that.
a review.
This
Next
vagina
time.
for us.
You like that, Jimmy?
Next time, yeah.
All right.
Gigi
Okay.
gonna come in with a
Back.
review for her
Listen,
butt
because
plug.
I got this little pussy pump and a butt plug. It's going down
I got the
tonight.
pussy pump right here. Go.
A real live pussy
All right,
pump.
the real live. Get your real live Love King pussy pump.
Watch the flies
You
play.
better look into that. Doc Johnson.
We gotta look into that.
Limited edition.
Man, I'd love to come back. You know.
Dr. Vaughn.
Yes.
You use that. Come back and we're gonna talk about it.
Talk all about it.
All right.
No, but we had a great time. We appreciate you for coming. I didn't think he was really going to show. I saw him. Me and Gigi.
Yes, outside
we were in
of the
LA.
BET Awards in
and I was
LA.
like, you got to come do lip service. He said, yeah, hit me up.
That's another thing.
He spun me like that too.
I've been calling myself out on my follow through game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
a lot
clearly
of
you're getting better.
excuse me. A lot of times we block our own blessings by just simply not following through
Right.
on situations. Another chapter from the book. You know what I'm saying? What's the three greatest gifts that the creator? I'm fucking
I
inebriated.
thought you said gayest. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh God.
It's the three greatest.
Lil Nas X.
What's the three greatest gifts that the creator universe will have you given us, in your opinion? Everybody?
Three greatest?
Yeah, three gifts.
Family. That's
Love.
Yeah, love.
Okay, I'll take two more.
I'm going love,
Life.
love, and love.
Life.
I love love.
I'll break them down in the book. Though.
I'm so grateful for
wanna hear
love.
you.
I'll break them down in the book though.
What are the
But
three?
these three things. Once I discovered these three things, it's like my whole world opened up. My whole universe
What are
opened
they?
up. Right, and it's the three greatest gifts, in my opinion, are the gift of time, from the time we were born, we're all running out of time. So it's the gift of time, right? It's the gift of free will and decision. From the time we wake up, you can decide whether you're gonna be a no-show at the lip service. You can decide if you're gonna do the Breakfast Club or not. You can decide
That's a gift
whether
and
you're
a
gonna brush your
curse.
teeth, wash your ass, go be productive, get a bag, not get a bag, whatever, right? So it's the gift of time, a gift of decision, and the last gift is a gift of one another. You know what I'm saying? And gift of relationships and really cultivating them. And a lot of times we in rooms with people, industry shit, whatever, and you standing next to somebody, and just because you ain't simply say, hey, what's your name or what you do, you never know what they have to offer you or what you have to offer them. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it ain't nothing. It's just a simple conversation where you can just say something and drop a jewel on them, or motherfucker might just been thinking about jumping off a bridge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could have made them
that's
smile.
true. You don't know what people are going
Because
through.
nobody acknowledges them.
Right.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
And just your acknowledgement. That
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, again, you know, as long as we use the gift of time, free will and decision, and one another properly, it's all good. So,
We
I'm
fucked that
definitely-
all up.
I'm definitely about...
I say
Those are extensions of it for me. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's really about, you know, accountability and of course, you know, honoring my word. Like, so definitely, I'll be back.
Okay, good. We gonna
God
honor your
willing.
word too.
I want to know about
And,
this pussy pump.
Yeah.
Well, Gigi has a
got
pussy
the pussy
pump.
pump.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pump.
Gigi
the
already
pump
got her
your
pussy
big
tightened,
meant
so
the
I don't know
pussy
what else
pump
she
for
could
the
do.
penis, guys.
Thank you, Steph.
I got
Jesus.
you. I got you.
All right, for the
I
Love
know what
Reunion,
you're
make sure
talking
y'all
about.
enjoy that. It's a great love-making album. It's a great taking on vacation with you, and y'all have a good time.
Oh, it's
laying
definitely a contender for R&B Soul Album of the Year.
Yes.
Of the decade, of a lifetime. I think that this body of work is very special, and it feels that way. You know, it's only been like a week or two since it's out, but I've never had this much momentum with an album out, and I can gauge it now because of social media, because of different platforms, because of, you know, people speaking their mind and talking about it. So, you know, don't worry if I blow up, you know, blow up more than I have. Don't. I ain't gonna go crazy on y'all, but don't.
You can still sit on his face.
Don't be selfish with the.
He's a giver.
Don't be selfish with the art, man. Like spread
Spread the love.
yeah, spread the love, man. That's what it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about, you know?
Dr. Vine.
We're gonna take you from the love king to the love doctor. And it already got the vibrating cock ring on it.
There we
too,
go.
For all
Lord
of
have
your
mercy.
I'm
pleasure.
just saying, we
For
came
all
up with
of
a
your
whole
pleasure.
line for you.
All right, it's lip service. Raheem DeVaughn, thank you so much.
All right, I gotta give y'all like a little drop of something when me licking my lips before I get out of here.
Hey, we gonna do all
Y'all
of
be
that.
blessed.